We're going to dive right into the dashboard and begin a little of an overview and introduce everyone to a few of the standard concepts and approaches that each role or user would experience. Now, NetSuite is a fully role-based system. So each user that logs in on a day-to-day basis will be able to approach their day in a hyper-focused manner that's really going to streamline and create more efficiencies with each employee in your organization. Now, the dashboard contains a host of current information at your fingertips, including charts, graphs, and analytics. This enables you to stay on top of the business and ahead of the competition. I'm also able to see my reminders in real time. These alerts about daily business tasks are being provided directly to my dashboard. So as a controller, I can stay on top of activities such as invoices that are overdue, bills that need to be paid, and beyond. Now everything that you see here is fully drag and drop, so I can move my widgets or portlets to suit my preferences so that I can see everything that needs a specific action, approval, or reminders that I need on a day-to-day basis. Now, as I highlight over anything, you can see my cursor changing, and that's to show me that I can drill into this data for further analysis. And as I come into my reminders portlet here, let's go and look at our bills to pay. Now, I can easily open this on an additional tab, again, the power of cloud ERP, or I can just click straight through to the underlying data. So this will take me to my bills to pay screen. So here on our bills to pay screen, again, we have that flexibility. So whether the payment method is by check, electronic fund transfer, or cash, NetSuite has it covered. And because of all the time savings of automation NetSuite provides, I can take advantage of vendor discounts that I negotiated for, saving big by reducing our spending and as a result creating a cash solvent supply chain. Now, the first thing we might want to handle are handling different payments to different vendors, slicing and dicing. I can apply filters and I can pay my bills in bulk, or I can just click or manually select some of them. Now, once the bills have been paid, the general ledger will be updated instantaneously and we'll be able to see the report update in real time. Now just back to our dashboard, that is just off our reminders, and you'll see that within each role that you log into. As you can see, if you look at the three dots here, you'll be able to add any type of reminders at your permission level. So each role has different permissions to see what they might want to add. And again, everything is in real time, so you can go ahead and see that information and drill in immediately. You'll see this with most of the standard business practices. For example, with order to cash, once you take an order, it's going to tell your warehouse team to fulfill. It's going to tell your financial team to go ahead and get an invoice and payment. We want to make sure it's very fluid and that each user can come in, and again, by the end of the day or end of the week, you'll start to see all your to-do actions reduced in real time. So it's always that great feeling of getting all your work done and up to date. And each one of these can be like a traffic light approach. So it's very easy. Green, yellow, red, if it's over 0 or 3 to 5 days, it's going to be more dynamic. And really what that makes me do is anything that's red, I can make sure is done immediately. Green, I might have a little bit more time. And really that helps you and each employee prioritize what they need to do and when they need to do it. Now, the financials portlet on my dashboard is giving me visibility into key areas of the business that are most important to me. For example, I can analyze changes in profit margin today compared to this period or quarter or even further by week or month. We can go in and jump into any of these reports in real time, review that information, and get into that detail at any time as well. And even if we wanted to, we can actually graph anything out. So just clicking on this little icon here, we can make sure that you have the tools handy. As we know, you might walk into an executive meeting and want to put it in a graph to show everyone so they can see the trends going up and down accordingly based on the story that you might be trying to tell. Which drives us to another area like the key performance indicators. In this case, key performance indicators are where I can quickly gauge the health of my company, right? This is a huge area that you'll see is pretty consistent across all dashboards and roles. And again, it's about that real time visibility and being able to get down to the detail information. This is as easy as going and setting up and adding and changing those current or previous time periods. We want to understand where is my inventory, where is my revenue, are we moving up and or down? Is it going to give us more profit and revenue? When we start to look into these again, we again have that drill ability. So going from that top level and drilling right into the detail or summary information that you might want to see. Now, here, this is your standard P&L income statement with NetSuite. There's going to be over 250 reports out of the box to make sure that you're running on day one and not focusing on creating P&Ls or inventory reports, but really diving into your numbers in real time from day one. You'll notice this is my income statement and I'm at a summary level right now, looking at most of my accounts at summary level. But we can dive into our detail and see all of the underlying transactions in real time as well. And not only that, if we want to go one step further, we can go to that transaction record of our income statement. And based on your permissions, you'll be able to even go down to the GL impact. So being able to get that visibility of how did we go from my dashboard, from a summary number of revenue to the detailed statement and all the way down to the invoice, being able to see the GL impact. So you as the controller can take action and answer any questions immediately without struggling to find the data. Now we've only been on our dashboard, so again, the great piece here is that you'll always be able to go from your personalized dashboard and dive into your top priorities for the day.
I would like to also point out NetSuite One World, which allows global consolidation and reporting for multi-subsidiary organizations. With NetSuite One World, I can slice and dice my dashboard views to provide financial data on specific subsidiaries with a click of a button. Right from the dashboard, we can see our subsidiary navigator. While this looks like a simple view of my organization, this portlet actually allows you to change the entire dashboard to one specific subsidiary. As I click on my UK subsidiary, everything in my dashboard will change to reflect my UK subsidiary. My KPIs have converted to Great British Pound. NetSuite uses rate providers to pull in currency exchange information on a daily basis so that you know your reporting is up to date. Now let's see how to slice and dice data from our income statement. From the bottom of the statement, we can alter the report date range, subsidiary context, and column breakout. Let's start by filtering this report to just one subsidiary. And watch as NetSuite translates our reporting to the British pound, all in real time. We can also drill down to the line level detail and further into transactions. As we come back to our income statement, we can see several ways we can view this report. If we filter back to our parent company and then change the column field to subsidiary, our income statement will transform by column view for each of our subsidiaries. This time, the report will convert back to the base currency of the parent company.
A few things that we want to jump into as well here is that you can go one step further and say this is your first day. We went to the dashboard and it showed my revenue, but maybe you want this to be a different report for Carol versus the rest of the organization. This gives you another layer of being able to customize the reports. We have the report writers built in. So again, there's no need for additional training outside of our implementation team, or trying to learn code or paying a consultant to build additional reports for you. It's a no code scenario. So we can go here and I'll say Carol's income statement, and this is going to be her personalized view. You can go in and in this example, maybe we want to look at our income statement, but instead of grouping it by account, we're going to make it an income statement by item. So your item income statement, right? And it's as easy as going in here and changing your groupings against your specific accounts and then running your report again. Again, there's no need for coding. You'll hear that a lot. It's copy paste template based. Let the system remind you on these things, right? You could go as far as adding different columns as well. Say we wanted to now look at our item income statement, but we also want to have it look at our comparison dates. So in this sense, you'll be able to go in and look at different information, add those to the criteria from a drag and drop perspective, and you could even go and say, all right, this is the same column, but I'm going to give it an alternative date range, and I'm going to make it this year over last year, right? So this fiscal year, we will go ahead and say it's by accounting period. You could go as far as making this and only personalizing it and sending it out to different users or roles, departments, and employees. And that's a little bit of how you can really personalize and run your own financial reports, and each user will be able to do that based on the day-to-day user needs and their specific roles and responsibilities and permissions in the system. Now, lastly, on reports from my dashboards, you'll be able to see that I can schedule these reports. I can run it multiple times if there are users that don't want to log into NetSuite, executive staff. You could send them the financial package recurring on a monthly event, so they can have all of that and not have to call you. You can also go and export everything out to Excel, which again is a pretty standard feature within software packages. But what you'll be able to see here is that you'll be able to go right in and see that all of our financial activity comes out, and all of the formulas will also be there. So you don't have to question how we got to that specific information. You'll be able to see the summation right there using your normal day-to-day tools.
Let's now jump to the role of a sales representative and look at the Customer 360.
Notice my role-based dashboard. Everything you see here is provided out of the box with Suite Success. As a sales rep, when I log into NetSuite, I immediately see all of my key information right on my dashboard. I can compare my sales, track my top customers by sales, and see all my custom reminders alerting me to items that need immediate attention. After seeing what needs action, the actionable dashboard lets me click into the details or easily perform a new independent task. Let's say I receive a phone call from Alex, the customer service manager at Black Dragon Corp, one of our best customers. So it helps to quickly pull up background information so that I can have an informed conversation with Alex. In my old system, I would have to dig into reporting and customer master files to find my customer. With NetSuite, it's easy and intuitive as using your favorite search engine. The search immediately reminds me who Alex is, the customer services manager at Black Dragon Corp. He is inquiring whether we received their most recent payment. Let's go ahead and take a high-level look. NetSuite quickly shows me the customer dashboard, giving me real-time customer-specific context and real-time information to help me pivot or negotiate intelligently while on the phone or in a customer-facing meeting. I have a complete history of everything, all cases, open, closed, and escalated, all orders, all returns, and outstanding balances. Let's drill into more customer detail. NetSuite allows each customer record to have an unlimited list of contacts. I can see that Alex is on the list of contacts for this customer. That's why he appeared in my original search. In addition, Black Dragon Corp could also have sub-customers, allowing me to manage all contacts in one area and maintain complex customer hierarchies. To ensure that I'm fully informed, I can pivot and see all the communications sent to Black Dragon Corp. Starting with myself in sales and moving through warehouse and accounting, all communication is fully integrated and done automatically within NetSuite. There is no disconnect internally. We have full visibility to what the customer has been told, and everyone can analyze what is going on. This also includes easy access to customer contracts and documents. I no longer need to dig through my email, my shared drive or local drive, or make phone calls just to see what interactions and documents we've had with the customer. Back to the original call, Alex is wondering if we had received the most recent payment. Taking a look here, I can see that we did, and that it has been deposited. However, I also see that Dragon Corp still has an open balance. They're a good customer, so I'm not too worried. Their open balances aren't past 90 days, and they are nowhere near their credit limit. If Dragon Corp had violated their term agreements with us, NetSuite will automatically place them on hold for me, so I don't have to remember everyone's specific terms. As NetSuite is PCI compliant, to further facilitate my sales, I can encourage customers to leave a credit card on file. I could encourage Alex to be proactive using NetSuite's customer portal that is activated by a simple checkbox. This allows him to immediately see all Dragon Corp's information, print statements, make payments, see all orders and quotes, and see support cases.
Lastly, a quick overview of the NetSuite application that's available from the Android and Apple Store. There's a lot of flexibility available within the app. You can see that the dashboard is similar to your view on the desktop. You can look at your KPIs, your commissions, your leads, prospects, pipeline. You can see all your sales orders and even drill into detail from the app. You can drill into your pipeline and look at the information in a graph and change filters. All your reminders are on your homepage. You can see your approvals that need action, and you can do that from the app and also see all your tasks. You can also enter your timesheets. There's even a timer available in the app, and it will do it automatically for you. Lastly, and definitely not the only other functionality, you can also submit your expenses via the mobile app.
It's a true cloud and very adaptable system with familiar tools like copy and paste, template based, run it once. It's a real time system. So you can go from that detail to summary level all the way down to the transaction level. You have real time, reliable information that is readily available on your dashboard, packed with KPIs, charts, and graphs. These have access to a comprehensive set of pre-built financial reports that allows you to dynamically slice and dice information with drill-through capability to the transaction level detail.